is up guys, it is Nate. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and the first video of 2018. Now as promised in my last video, I said that I would be doing a tattoo Q&A, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I just want to give a massive shout out and thank you all to those who left me a question. So today I'm just going to be answering 10 questions. However, I do want to make this a regular segment, so if you have a question for me, leave it down in the comment section below and I will get to it in the next tattoo Q&A video. Alright, so let's start off with question number 1. It is thoughts about black and grey versus colour. Now with my tattoos, personally, it wasn't really something that I had to kind of think about. I just knew that I liked coloured tattoos, so when I got mine, I went with colour. Now, when I see people that have black and grey tattoos, I think they look really good as well, but my preference is, of course, colour. Now, I really do like black and grey tattoos as well, but because I have so many colour tattoos, I think that if I started getting black and grey tattoos, that it wouldn't look as good, but I still really do like them. Question number 2 is, how much weight do I have to gain for a tattoo to really change? Now, I'm assuming this is a person who is potentially going to the gym, I guess, and they are going to, kind of start bulking up. How much weight do they have to gain? To be honest, it just depends on what area of the body it is, okay? Or if you are a skinny person and you have like maybe a tattoo on your guts and then you get fat as, then of course, the tattoo is gonna change a lot. So, really to answer that question, I would say you would have to gain quite a bit of weight, but again, it also depends on the area in which the tattoo is in the first place. So if it's your arm, it might change easier. If it's on your back, it probably won't change or alter that much. Question number 3 is more of a 2-part question, but I'll answer it anyway. This person asks, what tattoo are you thinking of getting next, and how do you plan a sleeve? Now, pretty 2 broad questions, but just really quickly, in terms of what tattoo I want to get next, I'm thinking about getting something on this empty forearm here. Of course, I have the full sleeve on this side, or maybe something on my leg, something kind of small. Don't really know yet. Now, when it comes to, designing a tattoo sleeve, it all depends on the style. I believe that if you get something like, a traditional Japanese style tattoo, you can really design the whole sleeve. But if you're going more towards, piecing it together near a traditional style, you kind of have a little bit of room to move and you can kind of design it as you go. So it all really depends on the specific style of tattoo you're getting. Question number 4 is, are there any issues getting tattooed on the back of the arm because it is a flabbier area? Now personally, I have both of the back of my arms tattooed. I haven't had any issues, but I could imagine if you were a bigger person or you were a bigger person and then you lost a lot of weight and it was really flabby, that it may be either hard to tattoo because it is such a loose area, or the actual design might not look as good. So it all depends on the person. Question number 5, this person wrote, I'm getting my first tattoo in a couple of weeks on my side/ribs, and I'm not at all that nervous yet, but I was wondering how to tell family members who don't approve of them that I'm getting one. Okay, so I actually did a whole video about this, kind of, explaining how I went about telling my family members and what my family members think about my tattoos. Now, of course, if you want the tattoo, get the tattoo, but if they ask, you've got to tell them why you want the tattoo. Why are you getting the tattoo? And of course, if it's, a significant meaning to you or you really, really like the design, at the end of the day, they're either going to kind of, approve or disapprove. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect them because it's going to be you who has the tattoo on you for the rest of your life. So do what you got to do. Question number 6, this person asked, is it safe to wax over a tattoo that is healed, of course? The answer to that is yes, guys, you can get, the skin waxed where you have a tattoo. It's completely fine. However, I do know that you cannot get laser hair removal over a tattoo, okay? But waxing is fine. Question number 7 is, how did you come up with the idea for your tattoos? And definitely, guys, I use the internet a lot to gain inspiration for my tattoos. I went to expos, websites, Instagram pages, to kind of see what kind of tattoos I wanted and then kind of, progress from there. So before getting all of my tattoos done, I actually kind of pieced them together. So it wasn't like I had an idea overall of what it would look like. It just kind of happened over the years. So definitely go online, go to expos, go on Instagram, find tattoo artists, look at different tattoo styles and find what's right for you. Okay, question number 8 is a really good question and I want to make a full video about this. But this person asks, thoughts on girls having massive tattoos like sleeves. So my thoughts about girls that have, you know, large scale pieces on their bodies, I don't really have an opinion. I mean, I definitely look at these girls and I am, I guess, drawn towards them a little bit more simply because I'm interested in tattoos. So when I see someone, male or female, with tattoos, I'm always kind of drawn to them. I'm always looking at their tattoos, you know, looking at the designs, the craftsmanship and stuff like that, because I am a tattoo lover. I'm a tattoo collector, and yeah, it's just something that I look at. Now, it's really funny because a lot of people think that because I have a lot of tattoos that I would prefer a girl or a girlfriend to have tattoos as well, but it's definitely not the case because my girlfriend Kat has 0 tattoos. So yeah, that's really my opinion. Okay, so second last question is, what made you want to get your first tattoo? Now this is a question that a lot of tattoo collectors get, I'm sure, but honestly the main reason why I wanted to get a tattoo in the first place was because I honestly just thought they looked cool. That was it. I thought they looked cool. I'd seen people with tattoos. It was kind of a bit of a taboo thing to be having. My older sister had tattoos, so I'd kind of seen them there, and it was just something that I wanted to eventually get when I grew up. So having that whole body modification thing was just a cool concept for me, hence the piercings as well. So yeah, I guess that was the real reason why I first got a tattoo. Okay, so the last question, and I'm sure the question you've all been waiting for, is how much approximately have you spent on your tattoos so far, and how many hours of tattooing have you had done? Alright, so this is pretty crazy. I never really thought about it that much, but I would have over 100 hours of tattooing in total. So let me just break it down so you guys can kind of look at the numbers. But my full back piece took 30 hours. Full chest piece, about 15 hours. Full sleeve, 30 hours. This half sleeve, 15 hours. Thigh piece, about 15 hours. And then I've got my 2 smaller tattoos on my lower half of my legs. They took about 8 hours together, I'd say 4 hours a piece. I've also got a traditional kind of Thai stick poke tattoo on my foot, which took 5.5 hours. And then remembering I also had tattoos on my back that I had lasered off. And I'd say all up, they were about 6 hours for those tattoos as well. So over 100 hours of tattooing, which means that I have spent about $20,000 on my tattoos, which I know you guys are thinking, that is crazy, that is so much money, what a waste of money. However, I do live in Sydney, so the going rate for a tattoo artist is about $160 to $180 an hour. And I love my tattoos, that's what I do. I'm a tattoo collector, so you know, people have their cars, people have, you know, their camera gear, people have, you know, their hobbies or their sports, whatever they do that they invest money in. This is just one of mine. So yes, guys, over 100 hours, about $20,000 worth of tattooing done on my body, and you know, obviously more to come. Alright guys, so that is the tattoo Q&A, the first of many. So if you still have a question, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, like this video, and of course, go follow me on my Instagram as well. You guys can find a lot more pictures there. I'm a lot more active on my Instagram. Head over to Thestyledogg, give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.